Hey there, happy coders. This is Kevin from happycoding.io here. And this weekend is the 20th anniversary celebration of processing. Processing being a language or library that makes it easy to do like creative coding stuff, digital art, animation, data visualization, that kind of thing. And I really love processing, and it's a big part of what got me into this whole world. So I would love to participate in my own way. So this video is going to be a introductory, like how to download processing and get started, just because that opened up a big world. So a little bit more info about the processing anniversary. Processing was created 20 years ago this month. And so if you check out their Twitter, you can see that they're doing this big celebration this weekend. This is August 20th, 2021, and really this whole month, but especially this weekend, there's a bunch of stuff going on. So, if you're looking at this in the next couple of days, check out, what everyone else is doing. There's a lot of cool stuff. I know the Coding Train did something this morning, and that's totally awesome. So yeah, check that out. Happy birthday, processing, and I'm going to celebrate by getting into it myself. And the other reason I want to do this is because I know that, I don't know if this was as part of the birthday celebration or just kind of coincidentally, but they just launched a new website and version 4.0 of processing. And I actually have not seen either one of those things yet. So I'm pretty excited to check it out. Okay, so if you're coding along with me, or if you are trying to get into processing yourself, you can just kind of do what I do. So what I'm going to do first is I would go to processing.org, or if I didn't remember that it was .org, I could probably just Google processing. And yeah, it's the first result here. So I'm actually pretty excited because I have not seen their new website. So let's check it out. And ooh, this is cool. Sorry, if you've never seen this website before, you're gonna be like, it's just a website. What are you talking about? But like, this is a new and improved version of their website. So I can scroll around here. I think this is their new cool logo that you can actually build in processing. Actually, let me check that out. Oh man, that's awesome. So yeah, you can like code directly in here, it looks like. That's really cool. I'm going to try to not get too sidetracked by all these shiny things though. So if you're trying to get into processing, you can scroll through their website. You can look at some of these examples of stuff you can build. I'm going to circle back to that in a second. Oh, I hate that I just circle back. Whatever. You can read through like these getting started guides. You can read through all these other kind of resources. This is what they're talking about this weekend, where it's the party that, if you're watching this video, you are currently attending. But what I really want to do is download it. So I'm going to go here to download, and I want 4.0, which just came out a few days ago. I'm pretty excited about this, and I am working on Windows, so I'm going to download the Windows version. And that's going to be a zip file, and that's going to download and probably do like a virus scan or whatever. So while that is doing its thing, maybe I will click back around to their homepage. It's super quick also, so well done whoever was on this. Maybe I'll get back to overview in a second, but all right, my zip file has downloaded, so I'm going to open up that. That'll give me a directory. And I could put this anywhere, really. If you were downloading this yourself, you can put it anywhere you want. You could put it on your desktop. I am going to be a little bit picky, a little bit pickier than normal anyway, and I'm actually going to put it somewhere pretty specific. I'm going to put it in my like application directory or whatever it's called. So I'm going to go here, program files. Yeah, I'm going to put it in here actually. Is there other processing stuff? Yeah, I put previous versions in here. So I'm going to put it there. You could put it in your desktop. It does not matter. It's truly, it's truly fine. Put that in program files. Yep. That is super slow. I wonder if it's going to speed up in a second. Maybe not. All right, so while I'm waiting on that, I'm going to go to the processing homepage again, and I'm going to maybe check out some of these other things. So, okay, cool. It actually automatically went here, I think. After you download processing, you might be asked to donate to the Processing Foundation. I'm not going to do that on screen here, but I would highly recommend if you enjoy processing, come back to this page and throw them some money, because everything here is open source and run by volunteers, and it's a great community to support. So I definitely recommend coming back here and throwing some money at them if you can. There's some other ways to actually do that. So like smile.amazon.com, actually you can support processing through that. So if that's something you're into, go that direction as well. But while I wait, maybe I'll check out this About page and go to this overview. So yeah, here's more about this 20th anniversary and maybe some history. So if you're into the history of processing and how it got started, I would read through here. And yeah, I just really love this community. And let's see, what's this people. So yeah, these are some of the folks who have been involved in processing. And it's just a big group of really awesome folks who have contributed over the years. Let me check on my unzipping. Man, that's super slow. Oh my goodness, 13 minutes. I think what I might do is just kind of fast forward through this. So I'm going to use the power of video editing to just kind of fast forward. So here we go. Okay, so that finally finished. And what I now have is in my program files, or wherever you unzipped your directory, you have this processing 4.0 B1 or whatever the version is when you're watching this video. So I can click into that, and I could open it up directly from here, but what I'm going to do to make my life just a little easier is I'm going to try something. I'm going to right click and drag it down into here. Yeah, so I'm going to pin that to my taskbar down here. So now I have a shortcut that's right here that I can open up instead of opening it up in this directory. But either way is fine. You can either double click this or create some kind of shortcut. But I'm kind of showing you my preferred setup. Okay, so I've got this shortcut and I'm going to click on it. And I'm going to let it run because I know what I'm getting myself into. And this is the new and improved version 4.0 of the processing editor. And you can think of writing code similar to how you write like any document. So you need like a text editor or a word editor to write a paper, like a whatever you're writing. You've probably written a paper before. And code is similar. You need to write your code in an editor. And this processing editor is exactly that. It's a code editor. So, okay, what is this? This is just some information. Let me see. Some stuff has changed from previous versions. Sure. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I don't think I want to do that actually. Okay. So I've got my code editor, and it's nice and blue and really neat looking. I'm really tempted to click around here and see what has changed, but just for the purposes of this video, and my goal with this video is really just to get you up and running so that you can then branch out into cool stuff yourself. So I'm going to kind of limit myself here. I'm going to write maybe just a line of code and see what happens. So what do I want to do? I don't know. Let's find out. 100, 100, 100, 100. Let's just see what this does. And so I've written a line of code and I've hit the run button, and okay, I have my handy little window here. I'm going to just play around for a minute. So I'm going to call size, maybe give it a size of 500, 500. And you can start to see that the code I'm writing is reflected in this window that pops up when I click run. And I could maybe play around with these numbers a little bit. So maybe 250, 100, and maybe 300 here. Let's just see what that does. And cool. So I'm writing code over here, and my code is changing what's happening over here. And I think that's honestly about as far as I'm going to take this video. I'm imagining this video is like part one of a multi-part series. I have some ideas for where I want to go next, but that's kind of specific to my project. From here, the cool part is that you can branch out and start writing your own processing code. So there are a few ways to do that. One is directly on this processing website. There is probably a reference, maybe here. Oh yeah, right here, documentation reference. So if you go here, you can get more information about the kinds of things you can do. So these are all the different functions you can call or variables you can use. And if those words don't make sense to you, that's totally fine. I'll give you some other resources to learn more about the fundamentals. But here's where you learn about what you can do in processing. Another thing you can do is check out the coding train. So that's Dan Schiffman. He has a really great YouTube channel that's all about processing and P5 and all that stuff. So I don't know if it's going to autoplay video if I click on this and if that'll be annoying, but whoops. Amazing. So if you're new to coding, if you're new to processing, I recommend checking out the coding train. He has a lot of really awesome videos, all the way from like getting started to really advanced stuff. And I think he actually posted something this morning about the birthday celebration. So maybe start with that actually. Yeah, here, this live stream thing. So check that out. And the other thing that I, pretty much have to recommend is happycoding.io. That's where I live. That's my tutorial website. So if you check out tutorials and then go to processing, there's all kinds of getting started tutorials that take you all the way from the fundamentals of what we just did over here in the processing editor, all the way to more advanced topics. So that's another way that you can kind of get involved in the processing world. Okay, cool. So that's where I'm going to end this video. My goal was to just download processing, look at the website, get started, and have my sort of coding environment set up so that I can now do, more interesting, more exciting things. But hopefully this helped you if you were looking to download processing yourself and, weren't sure where to click around and whatnot. So that's where I'm going to call it. So as always, I'll say thanks for watching. Have a great day and happy coding.